I know that Class Dojo has been around for some time, and I'm sure there's no shortage of tutorials about how to use Class Dojo. But I just wanted to take some time to talk about how Class Dojo is a very useful tool for EFL or ESL teachers. So let's take a look at some of my previous classes, and I'll show you how I've used them as an EFL teacher. So as you can see, you have your list of classes here, and we're just going to take a look at a third grade English class that I had a few years ago with all of these students listed, and you'll see that they all have their own points. In addition, you have uh, the classroom points. So how I've used this with my students in the past is that the points convert to what I call monster money, and we do have market days, and they use or get to spend their monster money at the market days. And after that happens, you have an option in settings to reset all the points back to 0. Let's take a look at one student, and I'll show you how you can also customize the points for your classroom. So you have your positive points, and then you also have your negative, needs work. And I'll show you when you start out with Class Dojo, they give you some basic points here, but I've added in some other ones for my classes. We do a lot of group projects and also games. So I've added in gold, bronze, and silver points. And so when we're playing the games between the 3 different teams, they have an opportunity to earn some points for their group. I also have a homework point added in here for 5 points for their homework. And I've even added in the super points. This was just an additional reward that I had in my class for another program or another system that I have called Secret Student. Now, under needs work, I tailored this one and added in a minus point for speaking Korean. In our class, our goal is to use the target language, which is, of course, English. And so when I had students that continue to break that rule, um, I'll I'll take some points away for that. Now you can also I'll show you how you can edit the skills and add a different skill. So let's say that we have a special project going on, or maybe there's a special game coming up, and I want to add a skill. So here you would title it whatever you want to. And the point weight, you are limited to 5 points. Let's go ahead and add 5, save. There you go. You have another skill here. You also have teachers within your school, so you can invite them to your class if you would like to. And you have your parents as well. Now in here, it looks like I still have a parent that didn't join. So if you would like to invite a parent, you can change the native language here. So for my class, we're going to change it to Korean. And I am just going to send it or print this out for the unconnected parents. And you can download the invite. And you can see that it is in their native language. Now, this is one of the reasons that I've enjoyed Class Dojo so much is that it really does help me with communicating with the parents regardless of the language barrier. It translates messages, it translates your post, and it can also, of course, translate that invite in the very beginning. Now, beyond the individual points, you can form groups, and I have done this for all of my classes, and we also usually sit in pods when we're working on specific assignments. And this is a great way to keep the teams on task. So as a team, they can actually gain points for participating. I also added one in for teamwork. And as I mentioned before, you have the whole class points totaled right here. So some of the built-in features down at the bottom, you do have a goal. So you can set a classroom goal. So if you would like to reward your class as a whole, by semester, by month, or by the end of the school year, you can just click the classroom goal here, and it will start keeping track of that for you. Another thing that I like is the random feature down at the bottom. So if you need a tool for helping you with participation in class, you can use this feature here. So if I have too many hands raised and I want to do the fair thing, I just click on random. And so in this case, Julian has been picked. Now Julian will have an opportunity to answer the question and earn some points. You also have a built-in timer and stopwatch. And of course, Class Dojo is providing you with some big idea videos. So I would say biggest one of the biggest things for me as an English teacher is the ability to send messages to my parents and not worry about the language barrier. So as you can see, I've been sending some homework assignments. Down here, you can see how many students, or I'm sorry, how many parents have actually read it. And also, I don't know if it's going to show us here, not in this classroom, but right here where it says seen by, it also would tell you how many translated it. So that way you can also see how many of the parents are actually translating the message. It might just help you with understanding which classes may need some more help with simple communications between the parents and the students, or I'm sorry, between the teacher and the parents. All right, so that's just a quick look at how you can use Class Dojo for EFL or ESL classes. I hope that you found this helpful, and thanks for watching.